In this lesson I'm going to show you a feature called var, and so far when you've declared a variable you've always put down the type, then a name for the variable, let's say x, and then you give it a value. So to reiterate, you would give it a type. In this case I'm going to use double, y equals 0.7. And this can actually be written in a different way, which means exactly the same thing. Instead of explicitly writing down the type, so here I've got int, here I've got double, I'm going to just write var. So as I said, var is identical to what we had before. Whether I write var here or int here is exactly the same. So how does Java know what to do when it sees var? And that's very simple. It just looks at what's on the right hand side of the equals. So in this case I had an integer there, so it guessed that x is going to be an integer. And you'll see further on I can't say x equals 0 point and some fraction, because it'll shout at me, because x is not a double. It has guessed that x is an int from the initial time I used it. I'm going to show you a use case where this can be helpful. I've got a class called a very long class name, and to create an instance of one of these classes I would type a very long class name, give it a name, I'm going to call it my instance, equals new, a very long class name. Now that's a lot of text, that's a lot of code that I've just typed there. And you might notice that I've got the same a very long class name written on both sides of the equals. Well, we can shorten this line by changing that to var, and Java can guess what type we want, what type this my instance field should be, because we've already got a very long class name on the right. So it's going to guess that that's what we wanted on the left. And now we've shortened the line considerably. So who should use var? People who understand that even if I write var, it's still strongly typed. If you don't understand that when you use var that it's still strongly typed, then don't use var. Stick with the strong types, and then you won't have a problem. Thank you.